In the beginning, we were seen as heroes, and we thought we were unstoppable. But shortly after the start of the war, we all realized just how underprepared we were. They started to win every battle, and they seemed to never stop coming, taking most of our country in the process. We began to lose hope. Our cities were now barren, filled only by carnage and debris. Our streets were now desolate, being overgrown and roamed by only the wildlife. The scattered pockets of survivors went into hiding, with too few numbers to put up a fight. But for those who remained, we adapted, and we're beginning to learn how to fight back.
How is it going, everybody? So, we're back with another video in this would be the third part, I believe. In this, I guess, I still haven't really decided what this is. I guess it could be like a campaign, a story, I don't know. Kind of like a small series at this point, but I'm having fun doing it, and I hope you're enjoying it too. But anyways, if you couldn't tell from the intro, there has been a little bit of a change since the last video. So our Marines now are wearing some pretty different armor, and it's looking a little sexy. As you can see, our Marines are now wearing actual Halo Reach Marine armor instead of, modern day U.S. military armor. Although while they are wearing that, as you can see, they still are using modern day weapons, like the M4. We got a law back here and all that. Obviously the vehicles are still modern as well. Got an LAV here, Black Hawk, etc. So, I guess if you didn't didn't understand what I was trying to put together in the little intro clip, as the story is evolving, so is the technology of the U.S. military, which is why their armor is changing. So, it's better suited to defend the soldiers against the energy, plasma weapons, since obviously the modern day uniforms were made more for material weapons, such as the guns that they use. So there's been a little bit of a change there, and I figure, as the videos go on, they'll probably just slowly get better and better technology until ideally at some point down the road, it's probably just going to be Halo assets at that point. But I think it'll be cool to slowly introduce those assets, as the battles go on and the story progresses. And I think it'll be really interesting to see, what happens. But for today, we've got this, research station in a mountain, I guess. I don't know. Obviously, this is going to be strategically important for the U.S. military, so it can keep their communications open. Trying to keep their strategy up for trying to win this war that they are so far getting absolutely destroyed in, as you saw from, the last two videos and that little intro. So it's a pretty small base, but it's pretty heavily defended. Most of the units have, standard M4s, some AT infantry. We got some MG guns over here. Got a handful of vehicles, a couple MRAVs, Striker, miscellaneous stuff thrown about. And, there is some diversity in the weaponry. We've got like I don't remember what the name of that gun is. What is M39E? Okay, M39 EMR. There you go. So yes, there is some variety in the weaponry. So I think that'll definitely give them an advantage, especially with, stuff like sharpshooters back here trying to defend whatever line or whatever's coming towards them. But the one change that is going to be pretty cool for today that I'm excited for is instead of using elites, we're using more of a brute-based Covenant Force. So haven't used those before really, except for that last UNSC line battle video. So I think it'll be really cool to see some different units come in here and see what they can do. But without going on for too long, let's just get right into it. Right away you can see we've got two brute chieftains coming in with those gravity hammers, and those guys are quick. Looks like he's going to be taking some heavy hits. This chieftain's running straight for the second line. Don't know what he's going for. Maybe going right for this infantry back here. Don't know. Looks like he's going to try to cause some havoc in the back maybe. But following up behind those brutes, we've got some jackals, grunts, a couple more brutes, and obviously a ghost. So it's going to be a nice, small little defense force, but definitely, you know, formidable for the defense here. But it looks like the Marines are doing a pretty good job thus far, actually defending against it. So that's good. Not taking too many casualties here, which is obviously definitely going to help that first line. Although on the other side, there is a second line of brutes charging up to this other side of the base, trying to get a flank on them almost. Two more brute chieftains running up. We'll see if they can do some work with those hammers maybe. Looks like he's just going to scream and get angry. But, coming in, we got some big explosions going on here. It looks like these brutes are using all of their plasma grenades. This grunt has a fuel rod cannon, which is gonna total this MRAV. So obviously that's gonna be devastating to this flank. And as you can see, these Covenants gonna be pushing up pretty quick now that this is down, because it's not gonna be taking out that infantry, because that MG gun was vital to you know, trying to pick off some of these grunts and jackals. It looks like it's gonna be more up to this second line here to take out the rest of these Covenant, but I believe there is more than enough infantry to properly do that. Looks like the flight crew probably got killed because this Black Hawk did not take off, so that's a little unfortunate, but not much you can do in that situation when you start losing some infantry. Looks like this tow Humvee is for some reason gonna drive directly into the infantry and get blown up. That's to be expected. This this fuel rod grunt seems to be doing most of the work. Oh my god. He's gonna blow up this Black Hawk too. Apparently all you would need is that one grunt to take out this entire base. Holy shit. Wow. So we've got another line coming up on the lower half of the radar station. They've got another ghost with them. And obviously load more grunts. I don't believe there's any fuel rods in this line, or else this line would probably be gone already, since that seems to be the trend that we are witnessing. Looks like these grunts are going to be trying to go up here to support this other push. Wow, that grunt is still just absolutely tanking everybody he sees. That is ridiculous. Oh my god. What is... He needs a promotion. What is this grunt made of? Nobody can stop him. Wow. Moving back on over here, though. I guess we can't watch him forever. He's got more grunts pushing up on this left flank, but the Striker's pushed out now, so that's definitely going to help peel off some of this infantry. Although with two ghosts up here, it's going to be a little hard, especially if the AT's already been taken out, which from the looks of it, I believe they have been, since I thought they were in this building, but it looks like obviously all the infantry over there is dead. It looks like we've got Revenant shots coming in from somewhere deep in the tree line. We'll see if we can see where that's coming from. Okay, right there in the road, you can see that now. Starting to shell some of the units up on this platform, which obviously is going to make it far harder for them to defend this, because, you know, they've got high ground up there, but if the Revenant's picking them off, then that's going to make it far easier for infantry to push up from this side. Although it looks like a Spirit's coming in to drop off a shit-fuck load of brutes, which is going to be absolutely devastating for this Marine line, because those brutes are going to be tanking a lot of the shots coming in. Although if the armor can stay up, that definitely is going to be vital to helping the Marines defend against this push, especially this brute push, because they're going to need that. Although it looks like there's another brute chieftain coming in here. I'm going to see what he does. Looks like he's getting stuck trying to target that LAV, but that LAV's going to ignore him and just keep doing some work. I believe our fuel rod grunt looks like he got taken out at some point. Although, as you can see, deep back here, there is a load more Covenant pushing up with a Wraith, too. So if this LAV does not start targeting those brutes, which it looks like he's not, then this is almost going to be a set-in-stone battle if they can't stop this push right now. As soon as this Wraith targets this LAV, they're going to be at an extreme disadvantage, because I believe that is the last of their armor, and it looks like, yep, there it is. The LAV is going to get completely totaled. Huge grunt push, and those Needlers are going to be brutal towards the Marine armor. Even with their new armor, those Needlers are going to be going pretty much right through. Looks like this Striker is pretty decent cover, though, to try to pick off some of the infantry on this left flank. Although combined with the Wraith and the sheer amount of plasma fire coming this way, I don't know how effective that striker is actually going to be in trying to hold this line to prevent infantry from coming up here. It's like Jackal's trying to solo charge some of the infantry up here. Got a load more brutes coming over here. It looks like that strike or that MRAP did go down. We've got last infantry down here. I believe that's the last Marine that is down here. So I believe we're now down to only a handful of Marines. We're gonna do them a solid and flip this gun around so he can try to help his boys over there. Because I figured they'd probably do that anyways in a real situation. Although if one of those Revenant shots lands up here, that's going to take out this entire defensive position, which looks like that Wraith is going to be trying to do that to take out this MG gun. And if one of those shots lands, that's obviously going to kill all the infantry over here. Although it looks like no matter what happens now, this is pretty much a sealed battle because the sheer amount of infantry pushing up this hill right now, I don't see any way that these almost 4 Marines can hold off from this. It's absolutely insane. The amount of Covenant pushing up right now. I believe we're down to only a couple more. I believe this is the last. Oh no, there's another Marine up there. Down to our last 2 Marines at this base though. So obviously there's no way. Oh my god. And that race shot's going to land directly on him. And this is going to be our last Marine. And that is obviously shortly lived. Wow. That's insane. Wow, the amount of Covenant that survived that push is crazy to me. You know, that what I find even more unbelievable is when I've run this battle a couple times, just get an idea, you know, for balancing purposes. Normally it is pretty even, but this time around the Covenant absolutely rolled through this base, which honestly, I'm going to give most of the credit to that grunt with the fuel rod cannon because, I mean, if it weren't for him, that armor would have never gone down early on, and they probably would have been able to stop much more of this infantry. So I think those fuel rod grunts are absolutely, you know, vital to the success of this push. And I think without them, it probably would have been much closer, if not a Marine victory, especially given all of the armor that the Marines had at their disposal. At this base. But looking at the casualties, we've got the humans in yellow and Covenant in red. It looks like the Covenant lost less infantry, maybe just eyeballing it, than the humans did. If not, it looks about even on both sides. It's actually quite impressive given what the hell just took place. But that is absolutely insane. So yeah, this obviously, as you can see, another complete blowout for the Covenant towards the humans. So that is going to be 0 for 3 for them with videos. So it'll be interesting to see what happens next time. Like I said before, I'm probably going to start slowly introducing more and more advanced tech for the humans every video. But I think it'll be interesting to see how long it takes before, you know, they get enough tech that they start to actually win these battles, given, you know, the better assets that they can use. But I've got some more stuff planned. Thank you. I forget who it was, but somebody did recommend to use more brutes, so that's why I went ahead and did this. So if you guys have any other suggestions, you know, battle ideas, what type of units you want to see, whatever it is, feel free to leave it below, and maybe I'll add it in. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I guess we'll see what happens when the story continues in episode 4. So catch you later.